also got clouds. We're looking for thin clouds at the moment, folks. So let's see what 2 seconds is going to give us. This is 2 second exposure. This is F8. 2 second exposure through clouds and blue sky still. The sun's not down yet. And that's exactly what I needed to see. Okay, and ram. Okay, we'll bite that down a little bit. Kind of here. Okay, let's stop this there, folks. We're going to go from 2 seconds to 5 seconds at F8 through thin clouds and blue sky still. And we still have blue sky and thin clouds at the moment, folks. This is what we're looking at. This is M13 at F8 using the 8-inch. So the field of view is very wide still with the 16 megapixel. The ultimate test is when it's going to get a little bit darker. So here's what we're having. Thin clouds, and quite a lot of them. Actually, it's all over the sky. A full harvest moon, blue sky, and we're running at F8. The exposure is 5 seconds. At F8. Unbelievable. I'm going to lower down the gamma a little bit. Okay, that's not too bad. And let's change the exposure here. This is very impressive. I'm going to do step by step, folks. This is 5 seconds. Let's go to 10. All right. I just don't want to bring in the blue sky too much. All right, here we go. It's going to be coming up in a second. Okay, this is 10 seconds, M13 again. And we do have the gamma set up here. Not too bad. Thin clouds, blue skies, full harvest moon, and F8. This is the absolute worst condition that you could have. And I would say this is most impressive. At F8, this is no focal reducers, no darks. No, I don't have darks yet. That's what I've been saying about those sensors, folks. And I tell you, they are certainly quite impressive as far as sensitivity is concerned. So again, let's recap here what's happening. We've got the full moon coming up, which is up already. Harvest moon, thin clouds. We're looking at thin clouds at the moment. You can actually tell the haze on the screen a little bit. And still blue sky. That's why the background is blue. So we're going to jump from 10 seconds. We're going to go up to 15 seconds. And I think it might be a little bit too much because the sky is not blue yet. It's not dark yet. But let's give it a try.
You know, that was my first view through a telescope when I was 10 years old.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Me, it was Saturn.
Yeah, it was that.
At 6 years old, my dad helped, or somebody helped me the 80s, and my PJs, and back in '66.
Yeah. My buddy got an 8-inch Celestron SCT from his dad for his birthday or something, and it was the first thing we took.
That is cool.
Hooked ever since.
There's a bug here. There you go.
Yeah, it's the gnat invasion of the cluster, man.
Well, this is 15 seconds at the moment, and I can't go any higher than this simply because we've got blue skies.
Start fast, buddy. Darker there than near the horizon.
I'm broadcasting right now, Connie, from split cam. I'm using split cam at the moment. So it's grabbing the whole screen, and split cam is the one who's sending that out. And so far, so good. And I'm using the house internet, which is DSL, and it's very slow.
Yeah, you're looking for the heaviest cloud we got right now.
We're looking to the heaviest cloud right now. Don is saying he's outside looking, and it's clouds everywhere. I didn't expect to have clouds because the weatherman said be perfectly clear, and it looks like another prediction got not totally accurate.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, the gain's all the way up at the moment, so we got the gain at 20. You can tell on top here, and the exposure is 15 seconds. And of course, we've got the full harvest moon. We're looking through the thickest part of the cloud, and we've got blue skies, and we're running at f8.
And the temperature's warmed up.
And temperature warmed up, so that sensitivity is really, 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 really nice. Just gonna try a little something quickly here, folks. Just bear with me for a moment. If I'm running on 8 or 12, yeah, good 12. So it was taken on 12. Let's go look. Dark 10, dark 15, but I don't have them in 12 bits, so I'm gonna have to go with the 10. Oh, here's a dark and 12 bit. Okay. And activate this and see what's gonna happen to the screen.
Nice.
All the hot pixels are gone.
Yeah.
Everything's gone. Thermal noise gone, everything's gone.
Yep.
You can take an image just like that. Snap. Wow, this is nice. 15 seconds through thin clouds, blue sky, f8, no focal reducer, and full harvest moon. So to conclude this, and we must admit that the Panasonic McCovicon sensor is definitely sensitive enough. The proper electronic cues in this camera are obviously highlighted here compared to other brands or companies or who have attempted to release quickly some of the Panasonic's chip, which are not the same as this one, by the way. And I think we've got a winner here because at f8 and an 8-inch on top of that, so no one can blame me from using large aperture, which obviously jealous people, some people anyways, do not favor. So this is the 8-inch, the VRC8 at f8, under the full moon, harvest moon, thin clouds, blue sky, and f8. The part that impressed me the most is not the moon, it's not the clouds, I couldn't care less for that, it's the f8. Yeah, I doubt we'll be able to do more than an hour, Glenn, to be honest with you, but I'm just waiting for darkness to arrive, because obviously it's not at the moment. It's toned down blue sky, and I can still see the sun going down here. So we gotta wait for that.
45 minutes an hour, you'll have darkness.
Here, I'm gonna jump up the exposure to about 20 seconds. And what we're gonna do is adjust the histogram and the gamma, try to get a better looking image and try to get rid of the blues if we can. Just a sec, Jack. Just want to try something first, okay? Let's do one thing at a time here. Hang on. I'm going to remove the dark field correction to use the zoom because we're just going to bottleneck the data here. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Here's 25, 30. This is 33. And this is 50. 67, 75, and 100%. This is the actual size of, so we're not exactly focused properly, as you can tell here. So since we're running at 100% here, it would be time to focus. Let's stop that. And let's go back to maybe 2 seconds. Let me see if I can focus this a little bit better. Hang on, folks. I didn't want the focus here. When you use the electronic zoom on there, it's the best tool. Wow. Whoa, this is pretty cool, close. Back a bit? Yeah, back a bit.
Looking out. Over there. A little to the right. Up, down. Left again.
Oh, that's the one.
That's it.
That's
Oh, you had it.
No, it's okay. It's just the tracking. Okay, I think we got it. And let's go back here. Give me a moment. We're going to go back step by step. This is 33. Let's go back to 20. And let's change mode. Go back to the loop. At 20 seconds, so just hang on, folks. We're going to re-engage the third field correction. Here comes the image in a few seconds. There you go. Wow. This is F8 refocus, full harvest moon, thin clouds, blue sky, and to top it all, which is my favorite, F8. Yeah, well, the lag, there's nothing I could do about that, folks. You know that. It's slow internet. Completely slow internet. So that's the way it is at my place.
Oh, yeah, living in the country.
Wow, this is nice. Whoa. This is pretty impressive. It's the F8 that blows me away. Let's lower the gamma a little bit. We're trying to get a little bit better image here by adjusting the. So we can go to a default. Yeah, and this is at F8. F8, folks. No focal reducers. Wow. So I've got the gamma readjusted here, as you can see, and this is impressive. Oh, for sure, Dewey, I agree with you. Graham, absolutely, I totally agree with you on that. The type of sensor that it is, it's using a diffraction plate instead of RGB Bayer matrix. And it certainly speaks for itself. The sensitivity is there, and we're dealing at F8 here. Now, the next step is going to be to go to NGC 6207, but because the sky's still blue here, the sun's still going down, as you can see, the background's blue, we're going to have to wait until it gets really dark. I agree with you on that, Michael. This is way beyond what I expected at F8. I agree. I knew we'd see something there, but not quite like that. As I said the other day, testing live, testing in the lab in the shop is one thing, but nothing beats in the field. So we've been using this with a focal reducer for the longest of time, but now it's without a focal reducer. And the sensitivity, the pinpoint accuracy of the chip, of the sensor obviously speaks for itself. The optics and the scopes are very good, and now we're using the reaching optics to its full capacity and its full value of what it was designed to be used for. Literally it is, yes. I totally agree with you. Hey, let me give a little bit more histogram and see what it's going to do. I just wish right now that we have darker skies, because right now we don't, because the sun's still going down, blue sky, as you can see. So we're going to wait for darkness a little bit more, and once we do, then we'll be able to do a bit more experiment at f8. Yeah, I agree, Jack, but I mean the sun, I could see the sun going down still here. I could see the sun go here. So we're picking up blue sky from the sun. Just live.
We're just going into that.
That's something else when you think about it. Live.
I'd be happy with just going live on the sidewalk. That's fine by me.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, well, the full moon's going to be hard to be fully dark, but the sun at the moment is still going down because we still see the sun glow here.
Yeah, well, the moon's causing a cloud to go too.
Oh, yeah. And we're looking to thin clouds at f8. Wow. No, it's not going to be completely dark tonight. So we're testing this under the worst, absolute worst conditions. It's humid. We got clouds, and we're looking through thin clouds as it is all over the sky. We got a full harvest moon, and the best part that I like is f8. This is incredible. And the camera, the sensor, the electronics, and everything that's related to it delivers an image that has pinpoint accuracy, pinpoint stars right across. Oh, now it's getting pretty. That's good. Oh, yeah. That I'm not sure. No, because the netbook is USB 2 and it's small battery operated, of course. It's going to kill the battery very quick. The camera draws 900 milliamps from the USB 3. This camera is a USB 3. Most USB 3s are about 1 amp of current capacity at the socket. This thing draws about 900 milliamp, roughly 950 milliamp, just below 1 amp from your USB. Mind you, we're using a 15-feet cable that comes with it, and that is supplied with it, and this is what we're getting. But I'm running it on a laptop, if that helps. Let me do a bit of test here. Hey, for F8, this is unbelievable. This is the one with a broken screen, actually, I'm using. I bought a 22-inch monitor and hooked it up on the auxiliary socket. I think I do there, Jack. If I'm not mistaken, I believe I do. Yep, I do. The dart supplied. It is I believe a 10-second or 20-second dart. So this is what's running right now. Wow. Well, to recuperate the test here, we got a full harvest moon. We've got thin clouds we're looking through at the moment. Still blue skies. The sun's still going down. And the best part of all, it's f8, no focal reducer. This is high resolution. And the exposure is only about, what, 15, 20 seconds? We're running this at 20 seconds at the moment. We can lower it down, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lower this down to about 15 seconds. Let's try 15 seconds.
The clouds are getting thicker.
They are? Oh. All right, I better go to, are they ever? Yeah, we're getting quite a lot of clouds here, folks. I'm going to change my exposure here, and I'm going to go for the target that I wanted to go tonight. So bear with me for a moment. One more test to do. All right. This is 2-second exposure. 2.5-second exposure at the moment. Just bear with me. We're going to change target.
You can go clockwise or counterclockwise?
No, you can leave it there. I think.
I'll take a few from the scope.
It's right next to it, but it's not going to go there. It's going to look for a high precision star first, and then it'll go to the target. See, it's going to a star. It's going to see it in the little camera mounted here. Yeah. It's going to center it for us. And it's going to send a command to the computer, and the scope saying, okay, it's where you are.
Santa really liked you for Christmas, didn't you? You get all the toys.
I've got one of those. Well, you know how much I hate the EQ mounts. I get one that does okay.
It looks like something Arnie would work out with. On.
I see it's right at the bottom.
Yep. Bottom right?
Yep. Bottom. Right here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we got it. Hang on. Okay, folks, let's go back. Just give me a moment. And the grand test is going to be this one right here. Bump this up back to 20 seconds, the way we had it. Here we go. 6207 should be at the bottom a little bit. Now we're looking through quite thick clouds at the moment. The clouds are really starting to, yeah, it's right there. Let me adjust this here, because I see it perfectly. It's the clouds right now, and the full moon interfering, of course, but hang on. Let me change the background a bit, and yeah, it's right there. Yeah, this is clouds we're looking at the moment. So yeah, there it is right there. We're unfortunately looking through clouds, folks. They're getting thicker and thicker. I should have gone there much earlier. Let me try to turn up the exposure a little bit more, but I don't think so it's going to help that much because we need to go through the clouds, and this is F8.
Yeah, they're starting to get puffy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at the clouds over there.
Yeah, they're getting puffy.
We're looking at the most thick part of the cloud here at the moment. So let's see. It's right at the bottom. You'll see NGC 607 at the bottom. Yeah, the sky's washing out completely. We're looking through clouds. The stars are going away at the moment to the naked eye. All right, hang on a sec. Let me see if I could adjust this a little bit better. You can actually see this. If it doesn't increase with that longer exposure bit, it's clouds obviously interfering. Nonetheless, NGC 607 is there, and we're seeing it quite well. Yeah, right now it's clouds, folks. We're getting into the worst of the clouds at the moment. It would be for the clouds and the full moon, but mainly the clouds. I'm not too concerned for the moon at the moment, but the clouds definitely are what is blocking our view at the moment.
They're only getting thicker, the ones that are coming.
Yep, it's coming from west, so it's coming over right
contrails going through there too.
Yeah, that's not to the bird.
Notice the contrails in that.
Yeah, dang clouds, that's for sure, Connie. I agree with you. Yes, elevated left to the right. It's at the lower portion of the image, towards the left a little bit, center left. At the bottom, you'll see a little. Right now, we're looking through clouds, so we're not going to see much at F8 through clouds. It was, Graham. The weather man was saying all day it's going to be ultra clear tonight, and obviously it's not happening. I was counting on that very badly, and obviously it's not going to happen. But we did see M13 extremely well. NGC 6207, we could barely see it at the moment because of the clouds. As I said, I'm not too worried about the moon, although it is casting a lot of light. Not too concerned about that. I'm more concerned about the clouds. See, the image just changed now. It just turned whiter. That means we're getting thicker and thicker clouds. So we do see it in the lower left, and unfortunately the clouds are blocking our way at the moment, and they're getting worse. So every 20, 30 seconds, whatever the exposure is set at, we're going to get worse view, and here comes the next refresh. There you go. The image just got turned whiter. That's the clouds. David, I agree with you. Absolutely. We could still see it. If it wouldn't be for the clouds, we'd definitely see it the way we would have seen it with the focal reducer, but without, obviously. And the galaxy would be bigger, much bigger. What impresses me here is the actual F8. So can we say that this sensor is definitely more sensitive? Oh, yeah. This sucks.
Pretty much like that.
So the faintest star in the triangle is a 12.4 magnitude. David, I agree with you. For me, it's the F8. I wanted to try this. Michael Carnes sent me an email today, remind me of it, that we should try it. It's going to be a nice night. It was supposed to be a nice night, and I'm really glad that he reminded me of it. But right now, it's clouds. So what we're looking at is clouds. We're still seeing faintly the galaxy there, but everything is turning white, and that's because of the charming clouds. And the rest of the weekend is going to rain, it looks like. So that sucks. But nonetheless, here we go. Now it's white. That's a cloud again. That's just getting worse. The clouds are getting worse.
Yay, Ottawa!
Yay, Ottawa. Yeah, they suck.
That's okay. Climate change, another 20 years, we'll have Arizona temperatures. Arizona weather.
Yeah.
We'll be living in perfect conditions.
You think?
No.
No. I'll be long dead by then.
You too, buddy.
Yeah, long gone. Well, actually, Connie, on Planet, this is a big chip. I wouldn't use a big chip like this, a big sensor like that on the Planet. It's going to look too small. For Planet, you need smaller sensor, much smaller sensors. For pixels, that's okay. These are 3.8 by 3.8 microns, so that would be a good size. But because 16 megapixel, the Planet's going to look too small. The more pixels you have, physically, the bigger the chip's going to be, and the wider field, the more sky you're going to cover. For Planet, you want the opposite. You need magnification, so you need a much smaller chip size, like 1/3 of an inch. Half inch is fine too, but 1/3 of an inch is what you would want, and you're going to get the proper magnification you need. But on nebulas, however, on big, large nebulas, you would need a focal reducer as well. Mind you, at f8, you'd still be able to get away with it, but the focal reducer is going to shine here on large nebulas, and this is why we offer a focal reducer for that specific camera. For two of our cameras, the Mallin Universe, and of course the Skyrated DS16C. Both of them fit on it, and it's a 0.5 reducers, 2-edge. Okay, so Jack was using the same camera as you got, and he was saying that Saturn looks very small on the 10-inch.
Yeah.
You got a lot of pixels in there.
Yeah.
It's
exactly what I get.
we haven't seen that yet. No.
But Saturn and Mars right now at our latitude are too close to the horizon, and it's nothing but a pile of soup. You're trying to catch it all in soup. You gotta wait for a different season.
Yeah, I agree.
It usually means winter.
Okay, now we're getting eaten alive by mosquitoes here. This is unusual for this time of the year. So clouds are coming in and out. We're looking through clouds as it is, but unfortunately. No. Jack says that the mosquito wearing sweaters. Actually, it's very warm tonight. We got really nice temperature, Jack. I'm just wearing a t-shirt. Don's got a little sweater on, but I've got a t-shirt on, and they're picking at me and sucking up all the fat and the blood, whatever else that I have in there. Yes, a tooth. Muckle. What the heck is that?
Muckluck.
Muckluck.
Yeah, you know when you muckle. Muckle. There's no muckluck.
Ah. Where's that 98% heat in the house?
Yeah.
That's what burned my keyboard here.
That's okay. I've got some muckball in the car. I can go get it.
Oh, okay. I'm used to it. That's the mosquitoes. Well, folks, it looks like we're going to have to cut it short because of the clouds. Nonetheless, I think we did a good experiment tonight, although it's short and sweet. The F8 system does work well. The sensor is sensitive enough. Somebody that would use something like this to do high-resolution work would have to get guiding on the scope, and that would be required to do high-resolution work at F8 or even at F10, and definitely you get spectacular results. If properly guided, then you get to go with 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes exposure and let all the data collect on the sensor and the photon on the sensor and collect the data on the computer. And I think this is going to be very, very promising for that. We're going to have to wait until we get a better night. Obviously, I knew it's going to be crappy with the moon and all of that, but I did not anticipate the clouds. So that's disappointing for sure. It certainly is. It certainly is there, folks. I'm very, very amused. I'm very very satisfied with what we've seen here tonight. I still see NGC 627 here a little bit through the clouds, and I think next time that the moon goes away and we get a clear night, I'm going to leave everything intact the way it is. We're just going to fire up everything and go, and hopefully we'll be able to repeat this under better condition. And oh, that's a cloud. Yeah. There you go. And I think it's interesting to see with such large chip with small pixels how well the sensitivity is. So the sensor does work extremely well, regardless of whoever says what. They obviously don't have any idea of what they're talking about. The image speaks for itself, I think, and they should do a little bit more research about it. Mind you, there's not much about this specific sensor. Panasonic is very, very secretive about this one, and we were lucky to get the okay to post some of the specification on the website about it. More of it will be posted later, and as I said to Jack Herkamp earlier on, the production of it will be done. 30 cameras is being built right now, so we've got everything in, and they're going to be done by the end of the month, early October, and half of it are already pre-sold. The next batch is going to be black and white. I can't wait to see the black and white, and I think this is going to be the camera that people are going to talk about because of the amount of pixels. This is the first time ever that a camera has been worked up and designed for astronomical use using this type of chip, this type of electronics, and this type of software. and get a live image. This is incredible. Folks, I'd like to thank you all for participating and being here tonight, and we're certainly witnessing something pretty good. But I just wish we would do it under better sky conditions, especially the clouds.
Yeah, the blue stuff. Whoa, Jesus Christ.
Who's this?
Mark.
Mark.
Go, carry on.
Hey, Mark. All right, we got more guesses. Sounds good. All right, folks, we're going to pull the plug. I'd like to say thank you to everyone. Certainly going to do a quick report on that one. We got very good result that I didn't expect. Again, thank you very much, folks, and we are going to be signing off, and next clear night, we're going to do the exact same experiment under much, much better conditions. Thanks again, everyone.